I think the young ones are about to join us. I think they're going to come in a second. But before they come in, or even as they come in, I just wanted to draw our attention to three images that can help us understand what Easter is all about. Easter is not just some theological exercise for our mind to get confused over. Easter is the very foundation of a new way of life in this world. We heard right from the beginning the story of the creation, that God made this world and God called this world good. And then we heard another story, maybe a weird story, maybe not a story that we know as well. It's the story of Cain and Abel. In this good world, we are capable of doing incredible violence to one another. And sometimes it seems that the violence we do to one another and to this earth, it seems as though it's going to overtake this world. This good world that God has made, maybe it's going to be overcome by the violence that we human beings do to it. The story of Easter is that the violence of this world is not the thing that lasts. It's God's love that lasts. And so here are three images just to help you when you're on your way through this beautiful and good world. You might stumble across some of these props, these things, and I hope when you see them, you remember again the Easter life that God has given us through Jesus. This is the first symbol. This is a stone. This is a stone I found outside the parish of St. Mark. It was way too close to a window, I thought, so I decided to pick it up, wash it, and bring it inside. Stones are beautiful. I mean, if we study stones, we can look into stones and get a sense of how this world is created and made. Stones are wonderful. Stones can also be used to do incredible violence, can't they? Even in the Bible, we have stories of stones being used to hurt people. The story of Easter is to remind us that the stones that God made and called good can no longer be used as instruments of violence. Instead, when we see stones, we build houses out of them. Instead, when we see stones now with the resurrection of Jesus in mind, we see objects of creation and goodness. Whenever you see a stone in this world over this next year, I pray you see possibility, what God can build and do in this world. Stones. The stone that covered Jesus' tomb has been rolled away, and now it can build a whole new life. Maybe you want to take this stone. If you want, you can come get it. I'm going to put it in the water as a reminder when Zaid is baptized that life is about building up, not tearing down. The second image I want to offer us is this image. Fire. Oh, what a wonderful gift God has made in the creation of fire. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't fire wonderful? Fire is one of God's great gifts to this world, and yet we so often use fire to harm, to hurt one another, to cause violence in this world. We use fire to terrorize, and maybe fire like this isn't scary, but the fire that's used to explode bombs, that's big fire, right? The fire that's used to cause people to be scared in this world, that's big fire. The good news of Easter is that no longer is fire an instrument of violence, but a reminder of the warmth and the light of God in Jesus Christ. We heard in the story of Jesus' resurrection 2 angels in the tomb, and they were dazzling. It was like they were on fire, and not on fire for anything awful or anything terrible or anything violent, but on fire for love. Whenever you see light, whenever you see fire this coming year, think about how it's a sign of the good news of God, that God has come to bring us together, to gather us and to warm our hearts, and we no longer need fire for violence. Isn't that good news? We're going to give this to Zaid pretty soon. The final image, of course, is this incredible image right here, this water, that I hope you're ready because we're going to get a little wet tonight. Water is one of the first gifts of God in our creation story. God's Spirit hovered over the face of the water, right? Do you remember hearing that? Water is also something in this world that is a cause of war, a cause of fights. Water is a product that people monetize. Did you know that there are some people in Canada who don't have access to clean water in their homes, but if they go down to their corner grocery store, they can buy a bottle of water for $2.99? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? How water, it seems, is the very foundation of life, the very thing that allows life to exist, has been turned into a resource that is hoarded and kept from people. In Easter, we are reminded of the good news of God that water is free and for everyone, that even physical water should be free and available to everyone, but the spiritual water especially, the water that keeps our hearts alive and nimble, the water of love and of fellowship and of hope, that is the spiritual water that God gives each and every one of us because Jesus rose from the dead. Whenever you see water this year, whenever you take a drink of water, whether it's from your tap or from one of those bottles, remember it's the gift of God, not just for you, but for the whole world. And let us do what we can as people who have access to water to ensure that people around us also have access to water, be it this literal water or the spiritual water that warms and nourishes our hearts. Jesus Christ is risen from the dead. It means violence no longer has the last word in this world. It means that fear no longer has the last word in this world. It means that selfishness no longer has the last word in this world. And this is the message we want Zaid to grow up believing for the rest of his life, that Jesus Christ is risen and he can participate in the good things of God.